Hello Internet friends, this is Nate Bianco from natebianco.com and shooting this quick XanGo review for those of you that are possibly already involved in the company, just looking to get a little bit more information, and or you're doing your due diligence and maybe possibly looking at joining XanGo. Maybe you got an email from someone or connected with someone on the internet, or you were invited to take a look at XanGo by a friend or family member. Real quick, a little bit about me. Again, my name is Nate Bianco, and I am actually legally blind. But in spite of that, I have actually been able to create and sustain a full-time income, high-level income, working in network marketing on the internet since 2003. So at the time of this video now, going on 10 years with a high-level income in network marketing. Okay. Now, XanGo. Now, if you're looking at joining XanGo and you're concerned, and that's probably why you're here watching this video, you have nothing to worry about. XanGo is a rock-solid company. Okay, it's not a scam. It's a very legitimate network marketing company with strong leadership in the distributor field. Very strong leadership at the company level. I believe they've done well over $1 billion in sales now. So absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, I've actually tried the product. I've used the product, and it's a fantastic product. Having said that, I am not a XanGo distributor, but if you're looking at the company, you've either already joined or you're looking at joining, you have nothing to worry about the legitimacy of the company. They're a very, very strong network marketing company. You have nothing to worry about there. Now, what you should be asking, the question that you should be concerned about, is if you are involved with XanGo or you're looking to get involved very soon, is how are you going to build it? That's the #1 question that you should be concerned with right now, is how are you going to sponsor people? How are you going to build volume? How are you going to build a team and actually be successful in your XanGo business? And that's what I wanted to talk to you about and go over a couple of different options that, the paths that people go down, that I've gone down, and learned very quickly, of how they work, who they work for, and if they would work for you, and maybe help to fast track your business. Because let's face it, here's the deal, guys. Here's what I want you to know. Whether you join XanGo or not, I want you to be successful. I don't want to see you fail. And even though we may not know each other, I want to see a lot of people succeed in this business. It's been fantastic for me. If it wasn't for network marketing, I'd probably have to have some, crappy job that I hated, because again, being legally blind, my options are limited. I couldn't fly a plane or drive a cab, of course. So, my options would be very limited if it wasn't for this industry. I don't know, what I would be doing for income other than disability and some crappy job that I probably didn't enjoy. So I want you to be successful for the very reason that I want more rich friends to hang out with. Whether we're in the same company or not, I want you to succeed. Okay? So let's go through them real quick. #1 is, friends and family. Maybe you've heard that before. Maybe you're thinking, oh, friends and family. And, I was there too, almost 10 years ago. But here's the deal, and I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. Contacting friends and family for some people works big time. I mean, this industry, network marketing, was built on people who knew people, and word of mouth marketing. I mean, that's what this is all about, guys, right? But here's the deal: the people that have success, and I'm going to tell you how you can find this out very quickly if you haven't tried this yet. Maybe you have. If you have, stick around, because I've got a solution for you. If you look at the people who are successful doing home meetings, doing home parties or hotel meetings, they are people that have high credibility and high influence with their warm market. Okay? And here's a quick way to find out if you do or not. I found out very quickly that I did not. Living on disability, being legally blind, not making a lot of money, I had no credibility or influence with my warm market on how to make money. They all laughed at me and called it a pyramid. So call up 20 of your people, 20 of your closest friends and family members, 2 hours before you're going to have a home party or a home meeting of some sort. And if 20 of them, all 20 of them, drop what they're doing, cancel their plans, and come to your home party or home meeting, then you have credibility and influence with your warm market. And you probably will be very successful with that approach, and you'll probably be able to help your team build a team with that approach because of your credibility and influence. Okay? Now, if you've tried this already, or if you haven't and you do, and you get 1 or 2 or 0 people to show up at your home party, then you have no credibility or influence with your warm market. I know that's a sad thing, and it was for me too, but you're probably going to struggle with that approach, and you're probably going to get very frustrated very quickly, and you're probably going to do what most people do, and that's quit. And I don't want to see you do that. Now, the people that have tried that and didn't quit, they move to option 2. They say, okay, I'm motivated. This has got to work. People are out there. They're making money with this. I've got to find a way to make this work, and I'm going to do it no matter what. And so what people move into from there is they move into purchasing leads. And here's the big myth and the big thing about purchasing leads is what I tell people is, if you have no credibility or influence with your warm market, people that already know, like, and trust you, what makes you think that you're going to have credibility and influence over cold leads, strangers? You don't know them, and they don't know you. So it's a whole nother animal. Number one, you've now added another expense to your business. You've now added a marketing expense that you have to, purchase leads and spend money on that every month. And then number 2, you have to develop a whole other skill set. Because number 1, in order to be good at prospecting and closing cold leads, you have to build a relationship with them. You have to build credibility, and you have to have influence over them. And that takes time. It takes time to learn those skills. Here's a little tool that I bought years and years ago, Danny Johnson's script book. Okay? I purchased this. This wasn't the first one that I purchased. I don't know if you could see that if I'm holding it up right, but this wasn't the last one that I purchased either. Because I learned very quickly that if I relied on friends and family, that I was not going to make a whole lot of money in network marketing. Okay? So I purchased this book, and I tried to get good at reading scripts and failed miserably. Well, I wouldn't say failed miserably. I mean, I did okay with it. But I did okay with it once I threw the script books away. Once I just said, screw that, I'm not using those anymore. I'm just going to wing it and just be myself and just talk to people. I did okay then. Trying to read scripts and trying to Danny Johnson, she's awesome, no doubt about it. She's definitely, a killer prospector. But it works for her. These are her words. This is what works for her, and it doesn't work for most people. So what you'll find is that, number 1, now you're spending money on leads. Number 2, you're trying to force feed someone else's words from maybe a script book or a prospecting coach that you're connected with, and that just doesn't work for most people. And then number 3, even if you do get pretty good at it, you're still going to be spending hours and hours and hours on the telephone, and you're still going to be dealing with tons and tons of objections and rejection. The rejection is the worst part. I don't know about you if you've tried this before or if you're thinking about trying it, but rejection sucks. I mean, it's just totally, energy sucking and mindset crippling crap to deal with. And if you don't have to do that, why would you? So I'm going to talk about what I do, and this is where I like to throw this out there too. Again, I mentioned that I'm legally blind. If you send me an email, I can't read it with my own 2 eyes. I have to use a screen reader. And so it's more time consuming for me to read email on the internet. It's more time consuming for me to do things and to navigate around on the internet. And so if I'm able to be highly successful and have been for going on 10 years now, since 2003, guys, what I do isn't that difficult. It's not that hard. You can do it too, and it's something that you can learn how to do, and we can teach you how to do it. So, friends and family isn't going to be your route. If you have no credibility or influence with your friends and family, that's fine. That's okay. You could still be highly successful, and I want you to be highly successful because, bottom line, I want more friends, in this industry that are rich and don't have a job because, we like to have fun, with people that aren't tied down to a job. I mean, that's just, what this is all about, trading lifestyle. So what I've been able to do and what I learned very quickly is that I didn't want to prospect. I didn't want to call leads. I didn't want to spend hours and hours and hours on the telephone hearing the word no over and over and over again. People say, you hear 10 no's, you're that much closer to a yes. Well, I didn't want to hear 10 no's. I wanted to hear yes every single time. Okay? So I learned very quickly that friends and family wasn't going to work for me. Cold calling leads and prospecting and closing probably would have worked for me if I spent enough time and got good at it, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I hated it. I just didn't like it at all. So, I don't call leads anymore at all. Never. I don't talk to, cold leads who haven't either emailed or called me first, and even in some of those cases, I still don't talk to a lot of prospects over the phone because I have a system that I don't have to. Now, I'm not saying that you don't work with your team and you don't, you just hide behind your computer, because that's not what this is all about. You work with your team, you train your team, you support your team, but you spend most of your time doing that because you've got a funnel, you've got a system that is doing all of the heavy lifting for you. It's doing all the prospecting. It's doing the relationship building. It's building credibility. It's influencing people whether you're there or not. In other words, this video right here that you're watching is a perfect example. It's going to take me 5 to 15 minutes to create this video and post it on YouTube. And then while I'm either lounging by my pool, at the lake, sleeping, or hanging out and having fun with friends and family, this video is going to be working for me long term to generate leads, build a relationship, and credibility on the internet, whether I'm working or not. And that's what I want to teach you how to do, because again, if friends and family isn't your route, if that's going to be frustrating or is frustrating, cold calling leads and getting good at the whole prospecting thing, which again, that works for people. I know people in this industry that make tens of thousands of dollars per month, and all they do is cold call leads, prospect, and close over the phone. They do a phenomenal job at it, and they love it. Wasn't for me. Didn't like it. Knew that if I could automate that process, why would I want to do it even if I was good at it? Even if I was good at it, why would I want to do something that I can completely automate and then focus my time and energy on teaching others how to do the same thing to build an even bigger business faster and have more time freedom to do the things that you really love to do, instead of having to be tied to your computer or tied to the phone, 8 hours a day, prospecting and closing and doing three-way calls and all of that crap, okay? So down below this video here in the description, there's a link over to a website where you're going to put in your email address, and you're going to have access to another free presentation that's going to go over this whole concept in detail, okay, that I've kind of touched upon here, that you're going to want to see. Now, if this video has been, even a little bit helpful for you thus far, and some of the things that I've said, have kind of shed some light on the industry a little bit and how you're going to build your business, do me a favor, click the like button for me too while you're here. Just click on the like button down there, and then after you do that, go over and click on the link down below this video right in the description, It's going to take you right over to another page where you put in your email address. And don't worry, that email address is just going to come right to me, and I'm not going to sell or share it with anyone or anything like that. So you're not going to worry about that. And if you're not happy with any of the information, you can just opt out. Not a big deal, and you'll never hear from me again. So down below this video, click on the link and go over to that page and fill in your email address. And you're going to be introduced to this concept that has allowed me to build a business on the internet, being legally blind, not being able to see the screen that well. I'm not totally blind, but I can't see the text, and I can't read text on the internet. I have to have a reader do that, and I can't see images or anything like that. So if I'm able to do this at a high level with my challenge and not make excuses, and you shouldn't make excuses either, imagine what you're going to be able to do. I mean, this isn't techie. This isn't hard. It does take a little bit of time and effort. And, this is what the video on the next page is going to talk about and show you social proof on the people that have been able to be successful at this, not just myself, but a lot of other people. And again, I want you to be successful. My goal with this message here, this video that I'm putting up, is whether you join this business or not that you're looking at, I want you to be highly successful, because we all want more rich friends that don't have jobs and that just make gobs and gobs of money and help other people do the same. Okay? So, again, down below, click the like button for me. And then in the description, click on the link to go over to the next page and fill in your email address and watch this presentation. I promise you, eye-opening. You're going to be totally blown away. I thank you for watching. I wish you nothing but success, and we will see you on the next page. Bye for now.